Send me away via subspace. Beam me a message from home. Cast me a hello in hollow. Tell me I'm not all alone. The corridors are narrow and the rations miss the mark as we fly like Xeno's arrow past the sparkles in the dark. I think of home and what I miss is picnics in the park. Though send me away via subspace. Tap me a line or two, because though we grow distantly, relativistically, I'm coming home to you. I want a girl who will mine for her diamonds. I want a girl who can sort a chest. I want a girl with shears that cut and swords that burn through zombie flesh. I want a girl who knows world generation, who crafts furrows and times her attack. She's modding her community. She's flying through the air. She's smelting out impurities and feeding her cat. I want a girl with a lectern and a full cauldron. I want a girl who logs in early. I want a girl who plays till late. I want a girl with unobstructed creativity. Who uses a tripwire to ruin your day. With shulker boxes organized and lustrous in a tone that will torch you like desert grass. Who crafts furrows and times her attack. She's smelting out impurities and feeding her cat. I want a girl with a lectern and a full cauldron. Whose shield is emblazoned. I want a girl with good enchantments. On some server we will meet incidentally. We'll start to talk as we shoot skeletons. She wants a spawn with biome convenience. She wants a spawn that's in good repair. She's changing her aim from wither to dragon. She's trading her archery for a trident that's self-repairing. I want a girl with a lectern and a full cauldron. The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us! Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, I am playing on the HermitCraft server, and y'all are my live streaming audience. We have done a lot of work on getting this terraforming done. So now what we need to do is actually get the recording done. We need to wrap up the recording of this episode. Good news, I was able to get my brother everything he needs to start working on the first demo of the parody song that we wrote last night. Now today is the 8th, and he expects that he'll have a demo for us in about 2 weeks. So that'll be awesome. I'm very excited about that. Hermits Helping Hermits is something that we're going to keep doing. We were chatting about that earlier today. A lot of hype, a lot of fun. So looking forward to having that in my back pocket for many, many months to come. So thank you to everybody who hung out yesterday and helped write that song. So let's go ahead and what we gotta record. I keep putting it off because I'm like, I want the ship to be perfect. I want the bay to be or the Strait to be perfect. You know? I keep looking at this and asking, is the Strait okay? And I think we got it the best it's going to get. So, at least, maybe not the best it's going to get forever, but the best it's going to get for this episode to get out the door. So, we need to actually record that. And then, after we record that outro, I think what we're going to do is record a little bit of me wandering around and actually taking a look at the stuff that XP Crafted has been up to. Because I don't even know some of the changes he made. I have really gone out of my way to not look at his changes too aggressively. Let's see. Serena says, yesterday I beat the Ender Dragon in my world. Congrats, Serena. Okay. Hey, Winnie. Hey, NJ. Hey, Black. Hey, Mahi Zero. Welcome, P. Martin, Alaska. Or Arkansas. I'm not even sure which. Okay. Hey, Victoria Corrigan. Frunes. F. Joe Leaf, Dahlia, Daniel Chapieski, Patrick Farrell, Almost Alice. Okay. Chapium says, as a casual watcher over the saga, the ship is looking more and more refined and polished every time. Glad to hear it. Hey, Corey Martin, welcome. Okay. So, glad you like it, Vidmaster. One thing that I've been on the fence about with this episode was whether or not I would read an old poem or I would try to write a new haiku. And since I was kind of thinking like, oh, maybe I'll just read the thing, the song that I wrote, but that's not really, nah. So let's go to docs.google.com and then open up a new poem. Okay, so is this one? Okay, that's linked to that account. Okay. So, Ever Given Haiku. So we're going to write a fresh haiku here. Now, for those of you who are not familiar, a haiku is in the format 5-7-5. Like that. Okay? So, we got to start with some syllables. And then slightly more syllables. And then the original number of syllables. Okay? So, lodged firmly in, let's see, Dark Diaga 777 says, happy April 8th, Joe. Have a pleasant night. Hey, thank you, Dark Diaga. Appreciate it. Okay. So, like, you were lodged in sand. You were lodged in bank. You were lodged in the Suez. lodged in the Suez is 5. Lodged in the Suez, then lodged in our hearts is only... Lodged in the Suez, lodged in our hearts is only 5. Lodged in the Suez, then lodged in our hearts and minds. Stay here now. You can rest here now. You... Yeah. Okay. So, lodged in the Suez, then lodged in our hearts and minds. You may rest here now. I think that works. What rest in Jobraltar. Alright, Jay. Okay, so let's go lay our heads down and dream. We're going to review our progress here. And most importantly, we're going to review... We're going to go to B-dubs's. So we need to go get a boat for this next segment. Dahlia says, today I finished making the winery and arch out of perler beads, as well as the first form of perfect reality in B-dub's tutor house. So happy with them. That sounds awesome. If you post that to Twitter, I would love to see it. Okay. So. I think we should free up our... We're going to have these night vision potions for when we do the, for when we do the, reviewing the terraforming. Okay. Oh, dang it, I forgot to mute. Okay, so we're going to turn the overlays off, and we're going to hit start recording. Okay. Audio is looking good. This is going to be HermitCraft, Season 7, Episode 74, Segment Echo, Take 1. Let's go ahead and start this over here. Actually, so we can see the whole HermitCraft label. There we go. Put that away for now. Options, video settings, particles. Nope. Video settings, particles, minimal. Okay. I have relabeled the side of the boat to say HermitCraft because I saw it in B-dubs' video and I thought, you know, I don't need to be promoting myself. I'm Joe Hills. People already know I'm great. Now, B-dubs, in that same video, created a channel over here. He took an area that was part of a valley, and he connected the river in his base to the Hermit Atlantic Ocean. Or, yeah, sorry. No, we're going to take 2. From the top. From the top. Make sure we didn't miss any PayPal tips. Nope, good, good, good. Okay. How are we on? 6:45. Okay, cool. Thank you, Dolphin. Welcome back to the Strait of Jobraltar, Dolphins. I'm sure you saw B-dubs' latest episode in which he featured prominently Joseph's amazing Technicolor Dreamboat here. Now, I've realized after seeing my name in huge letters on the side of the Dreamboat in B-dubs' episode, I really just wanted to, like, make this more about us, you know? Cleo pointed out that she worked hard on this. Ren and Asuma were more polite. But you know what? They're all correct. we need to celebrate HermitCraft on the boat there. Now, the interesting thing about B-Dubs' episode, if you didn't see it, was that he talked about how the river in his base was something that really called him to settle there in the first place. And in order to move a villager from his base to the shopping district, he actually extended this little valley here. He dug this out and filled it with water so it could be navigable. I'm navigating it now. Look at me, turning adjectives into verbs like some sort of old-timey sea captain left adrift in a rowboat on account of his vocabulistic peculiarities. But, oh no, that was a squid. Either way, we are going to keep going this way. I wanted to really showcase, though. B-Dubs connected his river all the way over here. This was about where it used to end. And he dug out that entire channel there and filled it in with source blocks because he wanted to take one of his villagers to the shopping district. You know, and he framed this like this was his plan all along. He settled this beautiful, idyllic village here on the banks of this fine river because he knew that one day he could connect it to the shopping district with exactly the plan that he just did. You know, this is the fulfillment of a nearly season-long goal for him. And, you know, we should all applaud him for actualizing his dreams. That was up on his little dream board, and now it's in our valley. But, you know, here's the funny thing. That river actually already connected to the shopping district. Fun fact, if you just take that river and go the other way, like I'm doing now, we can just follow this along here. Is that a yellow sheep? That's fun. And I believe that this will eventually reach the Hermitlantic Ocean. Just gently following this beautiful natural course. None of this part B-Dubs did. This was already here, right? We've got this gorgeous river that just legitimately gives his base a wet, splashy hug, right? It's just amazing how natural Minecraft world generation can be. You know, so from here we can see there's the big thing, there's that there, and then we are just kind of entering this saltwater marsh here, where the fresh water hits the delta, and the salt water gets backed up and brackish, and it's kind of one of those wetland ecosystems that everybody loves. So, anyway, B-Dubs could have taken his villager this way to get to the shopping district. You know? He didn't need to dig that whole channel. That's just, you know, a huge, huge amount of effort for very little payoff when you consider that this path here existed already, you know? And commerce on the HermitCraft surface. See, now I'm out here in the Hermitlantic Ocean. Nothing can stop me from reaching the shopping district with my villagers. I'm B00100. Let me use my B-Dubs voice. Hey everybody, I'm B00100, and I got my villager here with me, and I am going straight to the shopping district, unimpeded by any sort of interruption to transit here on the HermitCraft server. There is no reason that I cannot safely deliver this villager without any amount of personal inconvenience or problem. False. Look at this. I blocked commerce on the server. B00 could have come this way. He could have come this way with his villager, but I legitimately impeded commerce on the server. He had to dig a whole channel through that valley there in order to get to the shopping district. We did it, everybody. We have created a working model of the Evergiven. Fully functional. I am so excited about that. You might also notice that I've got my night vision on. That's because I came down here and I started doing a whole bunch of terraforming. I haven't actually, like, inside the ship, I haven't actually, like, put the bottom in yet. We'll deal with that in another episode. This is a great space we can use for a future build. But I have rolled through here, kind of creating a wiry framework with the cobble and then dumping sand atop it, like paper mache. And so that way the ship legitimately feels like it's lodged when you look at it in the distance here. I mean, we're not distant enough yet, but I really just couldn't have those areas be that, like, it was so close to actually touching the shore, and now I'm doing a terrible job of staying afloat here. But I believe in me. I can do it. Here we go. Look at this. The back of the ship, also known as the stern, has been run aground as well with a similar kind of system. I put in some cobble, I put in some sand in front of it, and now we have a little fish tank here. The fish can hang out here. That's fun for them, it's fun for me, it's fun for you. So, of course, it's not fun for B000100, but you know what? That's fine. Sometimes when you build something that's an eyesore for one neighbor, you accidentally impede the commerce of another. But yeah, I never set out to build a functional model of the Ever Given people, but we did it today. And, you know, I'm just thrilled about that. Once again, that river totally connects to the ocean, and instead B-dubs had to dig a valley out and connect it. Mission accomplished. So, anyway, as we watch the sun set over the Strait of Jobraltar here, let's go somewhere that the render distance is a little bit more impressive. Yeah, let's go up here, so we can appreciate the terraforming work I did. There we go. Chug another night vision potion, just for good measure. Boom. That's kind of surreal. But you know what? That's HermitCraft at its best, in my opinion. So, anyway, you may have noticed that this episode was mid-roll ad-free. That's thanks to $50 a month Patreon sponsor Alex White. In lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now read a haiku of my own devising. Lodged in the Suez, then lodged in our hearts and minds, you may rest here now. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Chat, don't leave. That is not the end of the stream. That is the end of the recording. We were recording the finale of an episode. Everything is still stream happening. But what do y'all think? I think that's going to be a great final segment. I don't think I'm going to have to cut anything out of it. Let's check the length on that. That ended up being about 8 minutes of usable footage. So that's going to be great. Patrick, thank you for the first tip of the stream, who tips 10 and says you should open up a shop. Oh, wait, no, it's not the first tip, because we got 2 from Dialgo earlier. Sorry. Thank you for the second tip of the stream, Patrick. That puts us 8 away from the next face camera expansion. Patrick says you should open up a shop that supplies trade disruption. Trade disruption as a service. I love it. I love it. Okay. Fifth Alice says, you sound so happy you actually disturbed B-dubs. See, here's the thing, Alice, is I get through life. I survive by telling myself that I'm the best at what I do. And that's just something that I use to cope with all the challenges and hurdles that I come across. And sometimes I am proven right. I have built the single greatest disruption to commerce between the Hermitlantic Ocean and the Hermiterranean Sea on the HermitCraft server. I did it. I'm proud of me. It's a working model. But really, we did it. Cleo and Asuma and Ren deserve credit too. Radical narcissism. Yeah, it's totally tubular. It's not just a work of art, though, now. It was a work of art. Now it's a work of engineering. Okay. So, I really do like how the night vision potion, like, really does make this place look great. It's super surreal. Oh man, that's a lot of undead. This really, one of the reasons I left this dark is it really does make it feel kind of like the Wizards of Wine winery. It's like, enjoy being constantly under siege by the undead. Okay. So, let's go ahead and turn night into day, though, just for kicks. Doing well, Jeremy Shell. Welcome, Kyra Deech. Gives a magical feel here on the server. Oh, man. I was thinking about this earlier. So, we were doing parodies of TV shows, lyrics yesterday. And I started doing the MASH theme. And I came back to that today because I was like, oh man, I could totally see a ska band coming out. Let me see if I can find it. Like going around, like their first like after their first song, you know, the front man, you know, so they come out, they play the song everybody knows them for, their opening song, and then the front man's just like, oh man, that was great, you know, before we get too deep into the show, we like to go around as a band and just check in on everybody, you know, just make sure everybody's ready to come out here and put on the best performance we possibly can, right? And so then they would launch into a ska cover of Suicide is Painless, the theme from MASH, and be like, you know, hey, we got, you know, Francis here on bass. Francis, how you doing today? You know, Francis you know, or the frontman holds the mic in Francis's face and is like, through early morning fog I see visions of the things to be, the pains that are withheld for me. I realize and I can see. And then the front man's like, awesome, Francis. Glad to hear it. Let's check in on Charlie on drums. And Charlie's just like, I try to find a way to make all our little joys relate without that ever-present hate. But now I know that it's too late. And then like you could do a whole really obnoxious ska bit with this song. I didn't realize how many actual verses there were, though, when I started making this joke, okay? So I was like, yeah. You get 3 or 4 different people to sing one of the verses each. But there's like 8 or 9 verses here. You could do a whole thing where like you're like, okay, Camp Chippewa, let's go around and check in with everybody and see how you're doing today. Let's introduce our counselors, and they're gonna talk about how they feel, and then, you know, like, so everybody's like, and so like one of the counselors comes out and it's like, my name is Sally, and I'm here to say the game of life is hard to play. I'm gonna lose it anyway. The losing card I'll someday lay. So this is all I have to say. You know, like you could do so much with this song in really terrible contexts. Hey, no worries, Harry. Tips are totally optional. The folks who are able to tip keep the show free for everybody else, guilt-free. No worries. That is the nature of technology. But, like, yeah. Serena Rice says, lol, this is taking me back to working at camp. Okay, have a good night, 12y. Okay, so let's see. Mavrian says, I almost joined a ska band called Scassian Everett Mills. Interesting. Hey, welcome, Anna Choco Banana Pirate Blaze. Okay. There are no intentionally hidden patterns in the containers. But, okay, so we need to start recording the next episode here. Let me check to see if Etho actually finished his game. So Etho has a game that he's launching for the Hermits to compete in starting when he's done with it. And he said it was going to be done, it was going to be ready tomorrow, so it might be done now. But, okay. So, he hasn't posted it yet. Look, the MASH theme is a classic. I need diamonds to play it. Maybe. So, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to introduce the concept that we're going to play it. But we're not actually going to go over there tonight. We're going to have to do that tomorrow, possibly during the day, possibly at night. So I have possibly 2 hermit things to try to do this episode. And one of them is Etho's trivia game, and one of them is Cub Fans parkour game. So that was part of why we had to close out the ship episode. Even though there's still more terraforming to do. Yeah. Brandon has some questions about when the stream's going to start, so luckily I've got a whole thing for that.
p.m. the usual streaming setup.
Turn on the lights, make sure they're bright and gleam. Title and tweet, pour water, tank top, and chroma. OBS seems all set, so I click start the stream and I'll fold in and open VLC. I'll take 2 songs before, lay your head down and dream. I'll say that's us to y'all, Joe Hills from Tennessee. Folks asking when will my stream begin?
After howdy, it's items and chest tools breaking.
Big ass when proof while talking to you profit. Should all Minecrafter here, there's no mistaking. So I'll click crafting quick and real time enchant pick. Then I'll replace the books and random chests with care. I'll tour my winery, I'm sure there's blocks somewhere. And then I'll hush and hush and hush and hush chat swear. Not any closer to recording. Folks keep asking and asking and asking and asking, when will my stream begin? Seriously, y'all, I need to This is
record.
worse. How is this worse?
This next episode I've been working toward. I can't edit without footage. No. Once I'm all geared up, maybe we can start the show.
So there we go. We can take down our setting up stream side. Yeah, I was stuck in there. Luckily, I seem to have recovered safely. Ooh, there are some blocks in here. I might need to keep those in mind. I was curious if XB had left random stuff everywhere. Because since he left his stuff everywhere in his base, I was assuming he probably left random stuff everywhere here, too. Pro Minecrafting right there. Thank you. Thank you. Emelith 2003 says the volume of the song is much better than the last stream I caught. Glad to hear it, Emelith. Dean Baker says, laughing with you right now. Thank you, Dean Baker. It's appreciated as always. You know, the tagline for my show on YouTube is laugh at me. So, you are welcome to. So, okay. I'm trying to figure out where we want to open this episode. We might want to open it... I was kind of thinking we would open it walking around the winery, just admiring some of the stuff that XB worked on. But as I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and break that actually, since there's so little light anyway. As I'm thinking about it, does this actually go anywhere? Okay, so he doesn't actually have the pipe running in. Okay. That's probably to be expected. I was just curious. Okay. Ah. Bailies. Okay. How did the contending against Zombie Cleo go? So that video is Joe Hills versus Zombie Cleo. Can I find that video? Yeah, it's this one. Vex fights Pause on Pause, and then I fight Zombie Cleo. So if you want to see how that fight actually went that I challenged Cleo to, that's a 6-minute video from September 4th of 2011, which shows you how long ago I met Cleo. Yep, and yeah, we can just boop, boop, boop. Dun 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 dun. So it is like a whole nother world down there. A whole nother world. A new fantastic point of view. La da 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 do do da. Why won't YouTube save changes I make? Oh no, it's getting dark in the game here. So let's maybe go here. There needs to be an anniversary stream on September 4th. That was actually probably the first time Cleo and I played together, actually. Yeah, that would be fun. We should have... I should make a new Zombie Cleo challenge video. Can I say darling in a slow and slightly deeper way? Can I say darling? Asks Tiger the subscriber. Hey, I don't have to say what you say I should say. I do what I want, and I want to say, hey, 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 let's go record a thing where I challenge my friend the zombie Cleo now. Okay, so if we go record that zombie Cleo thing, the original one was filmed outside of the Frisk Museum in Nashville, Tennessee. So I think that bench is still there. Even if the bench isn't still there, I could bring a folding chair and get the same trees behind me. When, let's see, a few serious words for Zombie Cleo. Let's see, I think I must have recorded that in August. Yeah, okay, August 27th, 2011. Yeah, so I've recorded that one day in August. Are there any buildings in the background, or is it just trees? There would be buildings now. Where I shot that, there were not buildings there then, but there would be now. For people who are wondering what I'm on about, this is the challenge video where I challenge Zombie Cleo. Okay. Did y'all see my face just get darker? 2 of the 3 lights in the room just died simultaneously. I'm not thrilled about that. I'm wondering if they've been, like, vibrating because I turned the air conditioning on. Maybe they just need to be slightly screwed in. But I'm also remembering that they're going to be hot because they're light bulbs. So I need to use a towel or a t-shirt while I attempt to screw these back in. I'm going to leave the microphone on, so if I screw up, y'all will be able to hear it. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is a 43 watt, 750 lumen bulb. So that's hot. Yeah, these are both screwed in. They just both died at once. One of these is cold. So it must have died earlier and I didn't notice until the second one went. Okay, I'm going to go get more light bulbs because professional Minecrafter here. So, yeah. This is quality content. Let me go get a box of light bulbs because I got a bunch of them. So one thing I managed to do was to get hit by a ceiling fan in the other room while I was trying to reach up and hit the pull the pull chain on that. So, you know, we're doing well on the whole. Okay, so we've got some 550 lumen replacement bulbs. These are... Oh, wait, we've only got one 550. I'm going to have to... Maybe I'll use... I'll use these. Okay, changing light bulbs. Changing light bulbs. Through the mountain. Changing light bulbs. Okay, that's like not my favorite color. I don't love the color temperature there. That's gonna make me look bad. But whatever. Like, at a certain point, I need to be illuminated. Even if I'm not perfectly illuminated. I accept this. Yeah, that bulb is screeching as I try to get it out of the socket. This one's a lot hotter, so I'm using a t-shirt, but I think might be poly something and is melting in my hand. Good job, t-shirt. Thank you for protecting my valuable, and also vulnerable flesh. Yeah, okay, so there's a slightly pinkish color temperature to these bulbs that I'm not sure I love. I might have to go get actual better ones. But, okay. Core concept, you should be able to see me better again now. So, yay. Corey Sarsfield tips two, let's round that up to 2 beads, and has a picture of some trees. Thank you. That puts us 6 away from the next face camera expansion. How many Joe Hills does it take to change a light bulb? You know, that's a great question. You know what I should have done? I should have switched it to the desk cam and then used the so the desk cam is actually on a tripod, so I could have flipped the tripod to face upward. That would have been smart. Okay. Core concept. We fixed it. Next problem. Am I using LED bulbs? No, because the thing is 2 bulbs just went out at once and I only have 1 LED replacement bulb. So I'm instead using 2 compact fluorescents, but I think I'm going to have to go get some actual good LED bulbs that are going to have a better color temperature, because y'all can't really see the webcam right now, but it looks terrible. The face camera's down here in slot 7. Hi. Okay, so let's make sure we didn't miss any PayPal tips, which we did. Thank you to Joshua for the 30, who says, YouTube says the stream started 30 minutes ago, so $1 per minute because you're still slot 7, Joe. Let's fix that. Thank you very much, Joshua. That is going to put us... Okay, so boom, 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 boom. We were 6 away from the next face camera expansion. Now we're going to take care of 2 milestones, and then we will be 16 away from the one after that. Please direct your attention down here to slot 7. Howdy, y'all. Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. And then also, grow. Oh, yeah, I can't do that. I need my hands to use the mouse. Grow Hills. Do-do-do-do. You know, the pink actually maybe isn't that bad. It's what I really need, though. I need a diffuser or something. Like, over here. No, that light isn't bright enough to diffuse. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. I'm getting a lot of blue light off of the windows thing. I can expand that. Yeah. It's fine. Okay, core concept. Oh, wait, the camera doesn't stay there. We're going to bring it back down to where it actually goes. Down here in the corner. Yay, me. So, let's go ahead. And let's see, what were we doing? Jay Reagan tips 5, who says, you had chat open and I saw 5, then 7-5. So have a haiku. Well, thank you, Jay Reagan, for sharing that. That's going to put us 11 away from the next face camera expansion. I realized that I have been remiss and have not posted the PayPal link in chat. So if anybody doesn't want to use YouTube Super Chat, PayPal tips are always welcome as well at paypal.me/JoeHills. Okay. Somebody says I didn't notice anything different. Well, I spend a lot more time worrying about color temperature than normal people because it's part of my job, I guess. Okay. So we have a few routes that we could take to kick off this episode. One of them is we look at what has been changed. Like, honestly, I love this well here. This well is swell. I don't think it's actually source blocks all the way down anymore. Maybe. It doesn't look like it is. I don't see the bubbles. Oh, it's because I turned off the particle effects earlier. Yeah, let's go ahead and turn particle effects back on. Particle effects are going back on now. And the bubbles are visible on our screens. Okay. Don't I work in a tech firm? I no longer have full-time employment. I'm doing contract work still as a lamp developer, but this basically I'm spending most of my time dealing with virtual school and the pandemic. I had to choose. I was like, okay, I can either do my day job and take care of my kid, or YouTube and take care of my kid. So I chose YouTube over my day job. But realistically, I'm not doing YouTube as full time as I want to. Like, I'll be able to do YouTube way better once school's actually back in session. Okay. So let's go ahead. Set faster, son. Are you setting, son? Okay. Jay Reagan says, I'd like to think you made the right choice. I like to think so, too. But realistically, I found out later I should have applied for a mortgage before making my choice. Because they don't care if you quit your job the week after you're approved for a mortgage. But man, yeah. So, anyway. Let's see. So yeah, one way to kick off the episode that I like is we start the episode here at the well, and then we say we're going to go investigate Cub Fan's wine pipeline here. We wander over here, check this out. We make sure to admire this. We could maybe move the @ symbol thing over here more. Because the goat's still loaded. That's still loaded. Would it interfere with the view from up here? Okay. Ah. Don't forget to put the glass in my offhand. Thank you. Now I'm properly chroma keyed. I got distracted by all the lighting problems. Okay. Helicopter noises reinforce mash voices. I don't know. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. It's been a long road getting from there to here. So yeah, if we move that down there, that's not going to affect the view from here too much. It's been a long time, but our time is finally here. Bum 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 ba da bum bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum ba dum bum 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 bum. I've got faith. So let's see. I decided to face the @ this way. I think primarily because I anticipated that people would be more likely to be flying from over here. And moving it forward there isn't going to occlude the back. Okay. of the heart. No one's ever gonna bend or break me. Yeah, let's go ahead and clean this up a little bit too. We have a lot we can do here. But also I don't wanna. What if I just leave all of these? We have a lot of terracotta. I need to follow up with Ren to ask if he still needs it. Yeah, and we are going to use some of these to make, like, the digging machine and the tugboats and stuff eventually. But... okay. Good luck with your bookbinding, Leon. That's a fun hobby. I learned how to do that at a local craft store. What is it called? I'm blanking on the name. Plaza is Nashville's art store, and it's awesome. And they had a bookbinding class that AIGA sponsored, so I went to that back when I was an active AIGA member. AIGA is the Graphic Design Guild, but it's not an acronym. They instructed us members, if somebody asks you what AIGA stands for, you say, AIGA stands for Excellence in Design. But anyway. Yeah, so if we start moving everything out of those chests up there into down here, that's a lot of chests. But, like, that's why we have a storage area at the same time. How am I... this is my terracotta stuff chests area. Yeah, and I'm realizing that maybe it's one of the shortest areas, and that's going to be a problem. I should have put the terracotta further forward in the cave here. I mean, I guess I could still just, like, put it up here or something. But, okay. AIGA. They're not English majors. AIGA is actually a really fun organization for, like, aspiring and up-and-coming graphic designers. And there's not a lot of, at least where we live, membership kind of falls off as the people get older. It's a very youthfully run organization here in Nashville, and that's good in a lot of ways. But I know, like, the New York chapter of AIGA has a bunch of people who have been designers for 40 years who are, like, ludicrously talented because they came to Nashville and gave talks and were awesome. But, like, yeah, it's a cool group if you're seriously getting involved in graphic design. So as one of my jobs that I had right out of college, I was the computer guy, and so they were like, Joe, we need you to design all the invitations and banners and stuff, because you only have like 30 hours a week of content management system custom code writing from scratch work to do. We don't need 40 hours a week of new features. Can you spend the other 10 hours a week making banners and invitations and t-shirts? And I was like, that's not really my job. And they're like, well, it's either that or we're going to have the secretary do it in Microsoft Word. And we think that things from Microsoft Word are going to look bad when they're 4 feet by 8 feet across. And I'm like, yes, they will. But, like, at that point, I was already doing webcomics and art as a hobby. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll join AIGA and try to learn. Yeah, so even though programmer doesn't necessarily mean inclined toward graphic design, my hobby in comics was like, okay, I understand color, shape, line weight, composition. I have a lot of the fundamentals. I understand typography choice. How do I take what I know about making comics and apply it to making banners and t-shirts and stuff? And so, yeah, that was interesting because I got my employer to pay for me to go to a bunch of things where I learned more about art, even though that, you know, I didn't take the job to be an artist. So that was good. But yeah, AIGA was a huge influence. The comic server is down right now. That's in my queue. I know. But okay. Let's see. I've got a lot of stuff that's like backlogged, but Grant Rogers says, use Microsoft Word to make a banner. Don't make me laugh. Well, that's the thing, though, is like, if the secretary just puts the information on a page in Times New Roman, makes it 72-point font, exports it as a PDF, and sends it to the printer and says, just make it 4 feet wide. Like, they'll do it. It's not gonna be good, but, like, in theory, people would notice it. That part would be effective, you know? So, core concept. We need to clean up the area up there. We need to possibly move the portal. If the thing is, if we move the portal, that's going to require some subtle terraforming, possibly just kind of like expanding this. You know what we should do is build a mock-up of the portal, because I don't know, I don't want to move a bunch of obsidian. But wait, do I have a bunch of blackstone somewhere here? Like right there? Yeah, there it is. Okay. So that's a 3x4 base. So if we move that back to here or so. Oops. Okay. For a second I thought the horse was a creeper because I saw the green. Yeah, okay. 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 So then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Please let me go to sleep. Okay. Here we go. Whoa. Dang it, I thought the horse was a creeper again. This is really messing with me, y'all. Okay, so if it was gonna come up and over, bum 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 bum, la da 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 dun 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 dun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then over. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bum 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 ba da da do 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 do. Okay, so if this looks better from here, so from there it doesn't matter at all. From down this way, does that affect the view negatively? Oh, it loads like a chunk earlier. Oh wait, no it doesn't. Oh, it actually is lined up perfectly. I couldn't see the other one behind it. So then the real question is, how does it look from the hot tub? That's the place that the existing design really falls apart. Yep. Yep, it's not going to block the ship as much. At least not the parts that need it. I feel like I'm not actually carbon copying this exactly. But I don't really need to. I just kind of needed to get a rough sense of the size and shape so I could see it from different angles if it was better or worse. Not really worse from there. In fact, it's better in some ways because it's not blocking by that. Wow. Okay, so then from over here, that's looking good too. Yeah, it doesn't seem to make a difference from any angle really except for the hot tub. But like that's such an iconic place to record stuff from. You know? Okay, so we start off with the well. So maybe we start off over here. No, we don't want to. Oh, I know why that looks weird. It's because of the extra, dang it, sand. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So we have this, then... Wait, is this wider? Did I do this too wide? Nope, that's supposed to be 4 wide. Okay. Okay. Am I out of it now? Out of polished blackstone? Mm-hmm. I could make a little stable for the horse. We have a stable for the horse. It's just out of the way. Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way now. Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way now. Okay. Ah, I missed it. Of course I don't have any scaffolds on me. That would have been helpful. Oh, of course I don't have any green glass on me. That would have been helpful. Okay. Did I put the scaffolds in here? I did. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, ba-da-dun-dun. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, maybe I start recording it in my new hot tub. So we're gonna need to be able to put those back on. Yeah, so we started... Can you see the well from the hot tub? It's kind of just over there. So... Blur. Shovel's almost broken. We got some left. Okay. So we start off here. How far up is our video render distance as far as we can go? Face camera off. Start recording. HermitCraft Season 7, Episode 75, Segment Alpha, Take 1. Let's see. Maybe I need to be further. Yeah, okay. And get rid of the rockets for right now. Bring it in. Take 1. Is it... Wait, which button do I have assigned to that? For the smooth camera. Do I not have it anymore? Is it under mouse settings? No. Toggle cinematic camera 11. Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you for joining me today in my brand new hot tub. I don't know how new it actually is. That good fella XP Crafted went through the trouble of putting this here while I was away. There's a swimming pool. There's a diving board. There is just so much to enjoy. It's like, imagine going on a work trip, you know? So it's like, you know, I wasn't on vacation when I was at XP Crafted's base. I was there working. I was making stuff better. But imagine you go away on a work trip and you come back and then your home is better. Somebody put in a hot tub and a swimming pool with a waterfall. That's pretty sweet. There's a diving board. Cannonball! I actually should have put my elytra on before I did that and then turned that into some sort of majestic swooping thing. But that's okay. This is a Joe Hills video, so your expectations were already calibrated. Let's go ahead and lay our heads down and dream, though. You know, I might have to do a soft cut there. Bum, 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 bum. Soft cut, soft cut. Soft cut, soft cut. Gonna use the bed and then return to the recording. The recording. Bum 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 bum. Here we go. Can I? Okay. Let's line this up. Actually, y'all know I was just kidding. We're going to do this again and again until it's perfect. That wasn't perfect. Okay. It's possible. No. Bum, 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 bum. Just kidding. No, wait, I didn't have it in my offhand. That was wrong. Or in my on hand. Just kidding. This is a Joe Hills video. You should be excited for everything. Woo! You know, that's not the only... Wow, I'm flickering in and out of existence. That's how excited I am about XP Crafted's changes here. We've got this new wedding area. He put in a beautiful cave over here for wine. Up here is our well, which is swell. I am loving that. Now, one thing that we don't have yet. Wait. Well, we've got this pipe at least. I think that this is the wine pipe that connects to Cub Fans area, which is now going to be Doc's area once again. Let's go ahead and verify that. Yep, look at that. Beautiful, bounteous wine that was previously mine is now fine for the folks who want to dine and also wine in the expanded chateau. And wouldn't you know, as I'm out here, I've taken a lot of looks at the chateau from the outside, and I've also taken a lot of looks at my boat, Joseph's amazing Technicolor Dreamboat here. And one of the things I realized from this area is that the @ symbol on the portal really heavily occludes the word HermitCraft there. See, it's just right there in the way. So you might be like, wait, Joe, what's this other @ symbol? Well, wouldn't you know it, I started building a mock-up with Blackstone here. A 1-to-1 scale. What if we move the portal to here? Things I love about this portal location at present, it shows the dog sanctuary log, it shows the lighthouse, it shows the ship, and it shows the winery. The goat's right there too. You're immediately aware of where you are when you come out. We move it here. You know what? We can still see all those things. It's a way better solution than moving it inside the boat or on top of the boat or anything like that. And it'll solve that legibility issue from up there in the hot tub balcony. So let's go ahead and start moving this now. Then after that, there's some new entertainment on the server I want to go check out. Time skip. Stop recording. That's not the end of the stream. Okay. So I think we figured it out roughly. That's a reasonable. We can cut that together into a reasonable first segment of that. Okay. 14 firework rockets. Wow, we burned a lot of those in that exercise. So we are going to wander back this way and up the stairs. More rockets, please, and thank you, and you're welcome every day. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pum, pum. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get more blaze rods, clearly. Okay. Welcome, 2020. So, at this point, I think we do need to just straight up go move that. So let's get on that now. How is the elytra? It's good. Oh, I should put my boots back on though so I don't crash and burn. That's why I took so much fall damage. Oh. So it's easier to copy this. Here, we're gonna create a new replay mod file. So we're gonna save the previous one. Save and replay file. Thank you, computer. Could you do it a little bit faster? Save the replay a little bit faster. New version of replay mod's fine. It's not off topic. I'm literally just talking about replay mod. So, now you're good. Okay. So, oh yeah, we need actual obsidian. I was like, I'll just put it in the glass and then I'll light it. We've already got this done. No, we don't. Falling. Someone asked, why am I blocked on Twitter? You probably did something annoying, but I don't know who you are. But I'm also going to block you on Twitch now, because that's a rude thing to ask during a stream. Boom, boom. Let's see. So, let's see. Blackstone, basalt, black concrete powder, crying. Yeah, some basic Twitter etiquette. Like, if I post something and I tag people, it's so that people can find their accounts, not so that you can reply to all of them. So that might have been it. If I retweeted somebody that I like and you were a jerk to them, that might have been it. Those are the obvious ones. If I saw you being mean to somebody I liked, that might have been it. Okay, here's 20 obsidian. That's enough to get started. But I don't know who you are. Man, I don't really care. I trust the decisions I made in the past. Okay. Let's go ahead and get these in place. So we're going to start with the portal, because that's the most important part to actually move. I want to be very precise with these blocks, because they're a pain to replace later. I mean, I know mining obsidian with the netherite pick is not as slow as it used to be, but I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to mine obsidian if I don't have to. Okay. So we actually do have the glass go up through here. Okay. Precision block placing. Oops. These rockets should be combined. Not that much. Okay. Time to lay our heads down and dream. Okay. Just us and the tango cam. Tango cam, tango cam. Doing the things that tango can. Got 2 obsidian blocks left. Tango cam, tango cam. Okay, thank you, horse. Okay, we're gonna have to start claiming blocks off the top and sides of this thing, or at least out of the base. Yeah, let's claim them out of the base. All your base. 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 All your base. Get struck by the pick. All your base. 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 All your base. Dang it. Okay. That was maybe not my best excavation attempt. I'll admit that. I was gonna say, I keep hearing this weird bubbling, but I'm guessing that's the elevator. So we've got 8 at least. Perfect. Okay. One, two, three. Okay, just knock that out. Oh, did I use full blocks for these? That's an interesting choice. I wonder why I did that. Maybe it looks better. Let's try it with these anyway, just for now. Okay. So... you have room for that? Okay, cool. Don't want to break the actual portal yet. Okay. So, did I grow up in Tennessee? We bounced around a little bit when I was very young, but I've lived in Tennessee most of my life. I think the math on that technically works. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I'm tired. Don't make me do math. Okay. So, oh, of course now I can't look at the other one for... That was part of why I didn't want to grab all those first, because I wanted to be able to look at it. Okay, so that goes all the way down to there. That goes to there. I don't know that song, Josh. Sorry. Oh, from the I Want a Girl song. Oh, you mean from Lectern Full Cauldron? I was like, what is the I Want a Girl song? But yeah, I Want a Girl. Yeah. That's called Lectern Full Cauldron. And I need to get a proper lighten thing so I can put in a... What do you call it? I need to move the portal with a fire thing. Fire thing. I know there's a word for it. Am I maybe more tired than I thought I was? He says smashing into the thing while he's reading the chat. Okay, Flint and steel. Do I keep one in here? No. Do I keep one in here? Yes. Okay. So that means we need to empty something else out to make room. Okay, so we'll toss that in there for now. Toss that in there for now. There for now. Okay. So we can put this back away. Grab the obsidian. Can't put it away. Didn't take the thing out we needed. Now we have it. Boom. That's why we need 2 slots free. Okay. Doing well, Trini. Thanks for asking. Okay. I used full blocks because the edges were less pronounced. I think it made the @ symbol more legible, actually, because the diagonals on black, with the obsidian, the faces weren't always super visual. I think might have been the issue. Like, oh, that looks okay. Wait, you can't put this out anymore? Wait, really? That seems weird. You used to be able to break a portal with a flame thing. That's interesting. I guess I gotta use a pick. That's fine. Sumaila Gosh says, Joe, you made a sorter for XP. Why don't you make one for yourself? No, I made a sorter for myself at XP's base, and I don't feel like doing it twice. That's why. It's because I made one for myself, and I gave it up for this beautiful vessel here. But asking me to redo the same work twice, I'm not super keen on that with any sense of urgency. I'm pretty sure that you used to be able to break these with fire too. Yeah, I mean, keep in mind, I've been playing literally since before the Nether was created, so stuff might have been in the updates like for 6 months and then got changed, and then I just don't know. Okay. People are mad that there's too many slime balls. Okay, I'll fix them. They're gone. Okay. Oh, I had carpet on the top of it so stuff wouldn't spawn. I was like, why is there carpet in this? I keep finding carpet. I'm like, what? I'm very silly sometimes. This is why programmers comment their code. It's like, this should be self-evident later. But you know what? Just in case. Just in case. Let's go ahead and put a note. This is so it works. Oh. Yeah, past Joe is sometimes smarter than future Joe or present Joe, especially when present Joe is tired. I had like a super busy day today. My daughter had this big project that she had to work on, and so we spent several hours on that, and it was good. It was a lot of work. Because she's not used to working on big projects. Like, this was her first assignment with that scale. And so it's just like, okay, we're going to work on it a little bit, and then we'll come back to it, and then we're going to work on it again. But, like, what we were running into, the initial problem was she thought the assignment didn't make a lot of sense. And it's just like, I had to give her a pep talk about, or not, I don't know if it was a pep talk, but I had to, like, I was kind of hitting my head against the wall because I was like, look, we just need to pick something to do and do it. And she's like, well, all the things in this with this assignment are not, they don't make sense. You know, it's like it has to be this and this and this and this. It has to be too many things. It's impossible. I was like, no. Okay. So, like, I had to take a few calls for work, and while I was on my calls, I was thinking about it, and I came back to her. I was like, hey, did you think about that stuff while I was busy? And she's like, no. So I was like, okay, that's fine. She was reading. She got a break. Well, let's talk about the premises of things. Like, with TV shows, you know, what's a show we both like? DuckTales. Okay. So, like, okay, well, the premise of DuckTales is that talking ducks go on adventures. And my daughter's like, yeah, I really like the adventures they go on. They're funny. I'm like, yeah. But the thing is, the premise of the show requires that the viewer accept that ducks can talk. And some people get really annoyed by things that aren't real sometimes. Different things bother people in different ways. And they're just like, I can't watch that because it has talking ducks in it. And I can't, my brain doesn't accept that. And, you know, and she was like, well, then they missed the show. And I'm like, yeah. And that's the thing with this assignment. You keep looking at it and being like, oh, I don't like that it says it has to be our, because like, you know, it uses the words, it has to be our own creation. I'm like, okay, that's fine. We can make something. And she's like, but it has to be completely original. And I'm like, no, it doesn't have to be completely original. You just have to make it yourself. Because like part of the problem with picking any idea was she was like, oh, but that's already been done, or that already exists. Like, and I'm like, teacher doesn't care if it already exists. The question is, can you demonstrate that you understand how to take two simple machines and combine them into one thing? And like the compound machine that we create has to solve a problem, but I'm like, you're worrying too much about what solve a problem means. It is there some sort of goal we can have that is achieved by using this machine? And does the machine achieve that goal? So we don't have to solve a real problem, like we need a way to, I don't know. Oh, we need a way to vacuum better or something, which we don't need a way to vacuum better. I forget what I said, but I had some sort of like example of like a real problem. Like we don't need to solve the problem of like, oh hey, welcome, Stinky 36 or 634 Raiders. I'm in the middle of an anecdote, so yeah. Anyway, basically, I was like, look, find a goal that you could accomplish by jamming two simple machines together, and then we'll build the thing. Take the pictures and get it submitted by 11. I need to go sooner than I thought. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad we talked about this because oh wait, no, I submitted it. I'm so frazzled. Yeah, I was like, how? Like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I remembered to talk about this because I did submit this. Yeah, I took the pictures and we submitted it. That's fine. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, Sumal Yagosh. Yeah, the portal is an @ symbol. For anybody curious, my name is Joe Hills. I'm broadcasting live from Nashville, Tennessee, here on the HermitCraft server. My neighbor, DocM77, built this goat sculpture here that y'all might have seen in his videos. There's his base right there. My base kind of stretches from there to there. This is the Strait of Jobraltar, which used to connect the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean Sea. Almost all of the server stuff is over this way in the Mediterranean Sea, and the Atlantic lies beyond. This crucial shipping juncture, which I have filled with my 2/5 scale model of the Ever Given, which I call Joseph's Amazing Technicolor Dreamboat. I was going to originally build this at a 1:1 scale, but I realized a few things. One, shipping containers are 2.5 meters tall by 2.5 meters wide, and it's hard to do things that are 2.5 meters wide in Minecraft. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll scale it down so the containers are 1 meter tall and 1 meter wide. The ship goes down to 160 meters long, and it works. I also, originally, when I was looking at doing it at 400 meters long, I was thinking, like, well, what if we jam the base, or the front into the base of the goat here? You might think 400 meters away, okay, so the tail of the ship, or the stern, would be like, oh, it'd be like in these trees. No, wrong. Oh, well, it'd be in these trees. No, wrong. 400 meters away from the goat sculpture is about here, which is now outside of render distance. Like, we're so far away from the goat, we can see False's walker thing here. So, like, having a ship that you cannot see 100% of at once was not feeling like a great goal. So, like I said, I scaled it down to 160 meters. We were just in the process of moving my @ portal. This portal used to be about 10 blocks this way, over by these chests here. But I realized that from Doc's hot tub, the portal was blocking the word HermitCraft on the side of my amazing Technicolor Dreamboat. So I have moved the portal from there to here, so you can now see the word HermitCraft better. Hey, there we go. But yeah, our to tell y'all what the actual project ended up being. We combined a wheel and axle using a Lazy Susan with a pulley using a jump rope and a paper towel holder mounted to the underside of a kitchen cabinet to create a Lazy Susan that you can raise and lower if you need more counter space, and you can store your kitchen stuff in it. This does not solve a real-world problem, but it does ostensibly allow you to have more space in your kitchen. It's the implementation was difficult. Getting the jump rope secured to the Lazy Susan took a lot of duct tape, and the jump rope was not really, like, I could tell that it was like stretching, trying to lift the Lazy Susan with the stuff on it, because it was not intended to be a load-bearing jump rope. But also, it makes the kitchen harder to use because there's nowhere to put the paper towels anymore. But whatever, we got it done. But that was like a huge part of my day, was just kind of coaching my daughter through engaging with this project or this assignment. And yeah, but she got it done. For a second, I thought that bee was like, I am really tired, y'all. I'm getting jump scares from the stuff I put in here. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, if I seem like extra frazzled today, that's because my brain, I spent all this time trying to help a small child understand how to mash simple machines together in a way that is ostensibly useful. Yeah, it's just a prototype, exactly. Hey, welcome, Pro Junior Jai. My name is Joe Hills. Oh, wait, you know that because you said hi, Joe. You said, what's going on? I was just working on moving the portal entrance from directly above the hole here to slightly forward. And I'm realizing now, it's inescapable. I gotta clean these chests up. Oh, and I gotta bring Ren his dog box, apparently. So let's maybe start just clearing some of this up. I think that I do want to maintain a project chest somewhere over here, probably over that way for the terraforming with the sand. Whoops, and now we're in that instead of... It's fine. Good job, horse. You just keep being you. Yeah, that sounds rough. Condolences, GB Packers Minecraft fan. I don't have milk with or cereal really at this point, Logan. I can't digest milk well, and I like cereal less without it. I've tried some almond milk and stuff like that, but it just wasn't the same. Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna take the barrel, and let's go ahead and set up a storage area for the terraforming materials we're gonna need inside the boat here, right? It's a cargo ship. Why not store things? This makes sense to me. Did I bring the things I need stored? No. Why not? Exceptionally poor planning. Let's go. Okay. I can toss some of the terracotta into Ren's box for him. That's true. Okay, don't yell in all caps. That's a timeout. We have a whole thing about that. Is there an obsidian block missing in the portal? Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. We missed... Some of those are still blackstone from the mock-up. Because I wanted to test this with blackstone to see if it was in the right place, so I wouldn't have to... I almost made it this entire time without a single misplaced obsidian block. But there we go. I'm bringing it home at the end there. Womp womp, as the kids say. Okay. But good catch there, Mr. Do-Goody. So, yeah, this stuff. We gotta move a lot of this. Ren did want extra terracotta, so the idea of giving him extra terracotta in that box, that's less terracotta we need later. So, yeah, okay, you know what? Let's go. Boom. Okay. In the meantime, the box with the red sand here. Let's also grab the... Okay. You know what? I'm running into problems because I don't have the rest of my inventory cleared up. And I'm paying for it right now. I am paying for it. Oh, jeez. Okay. So we need to go put the extra blackstone stuff and the obsidian in my blackstone chest. Why do I even have a bow? A mob must have dropped that. Now I dropped it. Okay. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay, here we go. We'll just put that in there. We've got the extra carpet can go in here. Black concrete, though. That actually should go in that one. Where is my lighting box? We'll throw the lights in there. The flint and steel should actually just go straight up back into the outside of this, because if I ever break something, break a portal in the nether, I want to be able to reclaim it. Okay. Blue concrete. Why do I... Oh, for the boat. Ship. That's why. Okay, so we have a few elytras. We have some... Ooh. Let's go start this iron ore cooking. That's something we should have been doing a while ago. We are going to want to hold on to that iron ore. And this white carpet, we'll go ahead and move that over to our carpet box too. Or at least that which we can stand. Okay, look at us getting organized on Thursday night. I'm in the water. Oh no, I can't get out of the water. This was a terrible plan. Okay, I'm out of the water. Okay. So what we'll do now is we'll feed the ore into there and we'll just let that cook. Okay. Free Wellsmart loot indeed. That actually is a good point. Let's go move the Wellsmart loot. The white concrete and the blue concrete here can all go in the same area. The sandstone, brown terracotta, we'll hold on to that for now. Okay, magenta concrete and that can go in there. There's the other Willsmart stuff that I was looking for. Boom. Okay. I'm remembering now that I actually built a place to put shulkers while I sort stuff. And I am not using it. That was an oversight. Okay. So here's our concrete chest / terracotta. Yeah, so let's go ahead and move all the shulkers to there. Oh no, let's get the sandstone out of our inventory first, though. Yeah, Willsmart had an everything must go sale. It was fun. Okay. Wait, seeds. Seeds. Okay. We're actually making progress. Look at us. I'm shocked. Also Joe Hills. Okay, we have too much stone. Put that in there for now. Put that in our offhand so we can chroma key our tank top properly. Okay. It is... We are getting ready to wrap up for the night in a few minutes, but I'm still making progress on my storage. Lay your head down and dream. We have room for all these? Yeah. 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 Are we having fun? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we'll leave Ren Dogs in case he comes back looking for it. Bump. Okay. No, wrong. Okay, so here, let's just put all the shulker boxes in the hotbar so we're not going back and forth. Okay. Hey, thank you very much for the 5, Chris L, who says, keep doing what you're doing and everyone support the arts. Well, thank you very much, Chris L. That's going to put us 6 away from our next face camera expansion. Appreciate it. Okay. So, we have... Now that we have this placed, let's go ahead and move stuff from our inventory to the relevant chests, right? So we can consolidate that there. Green dye. Do I even have a dye chest? I did. It was the red chest back in the day. Boom, there it is. Let's go ahead and unload that so we can... Okay, wow. I've got a lot of green dye at this point. Ooh. Might have to figure out a long-term... location for some of that. Like an overflow. I'm realizing also I haven't gone and checked on Cleo's thing for a while. The cactus farm I put in. It might have gone feral by now. Let's go ahead and grab some rockets from up here. Oh no. Dang it, this wall wasn't here before. Sun's setting, so we'll let the sun go down, and then we'll fly to Cleo's. I only need red terracotta for the boat now. Yeah, I think so. For the hull. Yeah. The keel. That's it. Keel. I should charge rent for the shulker storage. Oh, that's maybe. Okay. Boy. Okay. I think we're gonna wrap up on the hour, folks, because yeah, before I go to bed, I gotta do a bunch of chores and stuff anyway. So yay, adulthood. But it's hard for me to just go to sleep right after the show, because even when I'm like feeling more tired, I'm still kind of higher energy mode. So, okay. Fly over Doc M space. I did not get to see B-Dubs' live stream because I was helping my daughter with her project. But I'm excited, though, for him that he was back streaming again. Raphael says the Tower of Hercules is in the opposite corner of Spain, not near Jobraltar. I know, but it's a joke. Okay, so we need to go this way. I bet this thing is just massively overflowing, because I have not checked on it for like a week, and Cleo has been streaming a lot. There's one black block missing from the bottom left. Really? I'll keep a look for it. Okay, so here's Cleo's base. I built this part here. The rainbow / cactus farm. My favorite cactus farm design. You won't see this in a mango video. Okay. So let's go check to see it. Oh, it doesn't seem to be overflowing, at least. I was really worried this thing was going to be just a whole mess. We have made a lot of cooked cactus. Yep, we burned through an entire... We burned through a lot of bamboo in the process. But I think at this point it is time to reconnect the composter. Oh no, I'm not sure where it is. Did I leave the composter here? I really hope I did, because I don't have the stuff on me to make another one, I don't think. It's just a bunch of slabs, though, so maybe I can. Womp womp. That's the same chest as last time. We can make... Wait, those were slabs. We can make slabs. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So let's go up here. I kind of like logging out in Cleo's base too, because then if I wake up tomorrow morning and she's streaming, I can just be like, whoa, I forgot about that part. 50 levels? It didn't fix that entirely, though. Yeah, so we're going to need to break that, for one thing. And then we'll need to put the composter here. Okay, that's fine. Why is it... Why, okay, for some reason it fed a bunch of bamboo into there. Okay, well, whatever. Let's take the bamboo and feed it back into the bamboo system. Feeding bamboo into systems. I mean, we still have a lot of bamboo in here, but not as much as we did. We'll leave the rest in there in case we need to hook that up again. I doubt we would, though. We have green day for dyes. Green dye for days. This thing is going to be incredibly slow to actually produce bone meal. This is a terrible bone meal farm design. It's intended to be comically bad, and surprise, it is. So, okay. Okay. So we've got that going. Bamboo is still... Oh, dang it. We need to get the horse. Not the... Oh my gosh. I can't tell the difference between the animals anymore. Yeah, it's time to call it a night. Okay, let's see what is going on. Wow, a lot of people I know are streaming tonight. Manta DeRay. Now, there's a name I haven't seen for a while. Streaming some indie demos. Manta DeRay was my musical guest for the big build contest a few months ago. We've done some hangouts at conventions. Most excellent streamer. He seems to be playing some sort of indie chess variant. So we're going to go ahead and raid Manta DeRay. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.